Oh, God. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't nervous, okay? Until this very second. Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel is Probably Sorry. This is the bold type 207 called Betsy. The time the reaction starts is in the description. Also in the description is a list of the shows I watch, so check that out and subscribe if any of what I do interests you. I mean, I guess like the video if you like it. I know it hasn't actually started yet, but still. Also, in the description is my networking, including my email address, which is Shantel is Probably Sorry, for anyone who is interested in owning that drawing back there, or any of my other ugly ass drawings. That's rude. That's self-deprecating. That's not good promotion. Speaking of drawing though, I did just finish my Orphan Black drawing, which is, well, I'm 95% done. So I'm almost finished with that. That feels great. If I have any charcoal on me, I try to clean up well. I did put on the same shirt as I was wearing last night and the same hat for my Winona Earp 301 sneak peek video. I'm editing now. But look where it landed. I was like, where did that land? It only made like one solid noise, and this is where, in the container. I wasn't even looking. I just threw it back, and wow, trick shot. I am the master. Yep. Few random things to say, then a talk about hijabs, right? I don't know anything about this episode at all. I don't even know why it's called Betsy. I saw them with a shotgun. Jane with a shotgun. So I don't know what this episode was about. However, I was fine until I sat down and watched this, and now my heart is like dun 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 dun. Not in the mood to be in a bad mood. Like I don't know anything about this episode. I haven't heard anything. Ugh. Oh, turns out that sickness to my stomach that I had last week, though it may have partially had to do something with the episode, I am sick. Like, yeah, I'm sick. So that nausea, I threw up that night. So like, I'm sick. I'm still sick. Not contagious though. I'm just sick. So hopefully we'll figure out what's wrong with me soon, because this has been going on for a while now. Anyway though, yellow, pretty good color on her. Her as in her, somewhere. Sutton was drinking a little bit too much, but now we're good. We're getting it back together. Oh, I remember she said something in that episode, I wrote it down, where she's like, sorry for overwhelming you guys with this stuff. And I was like, I'm not sure if I said anything last video. I was pretty silent last video. I was just quiet there with a look on my face the entire time, most of it. So I don't think I said anything. But she was like, sorry for overwhelming you guys with this. Sorry for being overwhelming or something along those lines. And I was like, but you're not though. Right? You're not though. Ben is a sweetheart. First of all, I just wanted to say that. Ben is a fave. I like Ben. Sweetie. Okay, so I make editing mistakes. So three things are going to come out of this editing mistake thing. First of all, this show uses a lot of screens, uses a lot of text messages, social media, email, screens in the show. And I mean, that was evident from the pilot. However, my editing mistakes that have come up recently, like in these last 2 or 3 videos, have come from me trying to, it's a thing, but basically it has stuff to do with the words being on the screen. So like at this part, like before the visual representation of my heart dropping, that was like when the text message came in inviting Kat to habit forming. And of course nobody saw that because I made an editing mistake. I messed up. Another editing mistake I made is I guess I skipped right through the part with the hijab on the mannequin, which I'll probably put that here. Is that a hijab on the mannequin? You're gonna be fine. Which I thought that was nice. I thought it was cool. But the hijab part brings me into another part that I've been kind of meaning to discuss, but I haven't discussed, right? So we see a lot more of Adina this season, okay? First of all, how do I say this? I've experienced 2 separate instances referencing Adina's hijab. The first one was a friend of mine saying that they felt as though something was missing, as though something was not being utilized, or maybe she's in her hijab a lot less. Just bringing that up. That's not the one I was going to talk about really. Well, it kind of comes into play a little bit. I was mainly going to talk about the other thing I saw. Ooh, I just got on Tumblr. So let me, first of all, be very careful. I'm going to end up spoiling myself. Okay. Well, I thought I liked it on Tumblr. I guess I didn't. There was a post. This post was talking about the kind of the complexities between being religious and being LGBTQ+, and how the show didn't seem to be really utilizing that as much as, or expressing those complexities, I should say, as much as they had been the previous season. We see her in her hijab a lot less, but we also see her in the home a lot more, which is kind of the correspondence there. However, I did, and okay, ultimately speaking, it is up to the wearer to decide whether or not they are going to wear their hijab and under which circumstances they're going to wear their hijab. I know individuals, women who always wear their hijab, I guess kind of within the guidelines of when they're supposed to and when they're not. I know women who only wear their hijab sometimes, most of the times, maybe once every few months you'll see them walking around in an environment where they would usually be wearing their hijab but without their hijab. And then like you have someone like my best friend who doesn't wear a hijab at all. None of her family does. Nobody in her, well, that I met, that I know. She has a very large family, but no one in her no one in her immediate family wears a hijab, and she has 5 sisters, right? She has 6 siblings, or is that, she does have 6 siblings, yeah, and one of them is a dude. And these are the ones I've met. So yeah, ultimately that decision is up to the person wearing the hijab. But there was an instance in which a woman would normally wear a hijab but Adina wasn't, and that was when she was meeting Kat's parents. I mean, they were inside the home, but at the same time, I don't remember which. I'm not Muslim, I'm not Islamic, I only know the practices a little bit. I try to stay well-grounded and gain my knowledge, but I don't know everything. I don't. And I'm pretty sure that even though she was in the home, it would be her being in the presence of a man. But obviously, that's, if you don't want to wear your hijab, don't wear your hijab. It's kind of one of those two-sided arguments. On the one hand, how closely do you want to stick to the representation? And by that I mean, do you want to portray someone who is 100% Orthodox, Islam, all of that, or someone who has a complex relationship, which is what Adina has, with their religion, which may cause them to compromise certain sections or rules within their religion, and that is totally and completely valid. But other people who stick very close to their own religious rules may see problem with that because the individual is not really following the guidelines set out for them by whatever they practice. So I don't know, there's just that there, because she does have a complex relationship with her own religion, but at what point does it start crossing over into misrepresentation? And I think that's what the argument is there. And by argument, I mean the two sides of it, or the opposite sides of it. Or would those things even be considered misrepresentation? Are the people who write this show entitled to determine what is and what is not proper representation if it is questionable? So yeah, I just thought I would bring that up. That was kind of something I just saw I've seen previously, not just in this season, like little touches on Adina's religion. Because I mean, she has tattoos and her ears are pierced. Adina's tattoos are actually subsequent to Nicole's in real life tattoos. However, there was a conscious decision made to not cover those tattoos up. So Adina has tattoos. And it was done purposely also to kind of Well, even that is a physical display. Even that in itself, from the very first episode that we saw her in, with the hijab and the tattoos, just in her physical appearance there, represented a complex relationship between the character and her own religious expression. But she doesn't drink, and she prays pretty regularly, even if she doesn't hit all 5 times a day every day. She prays regularly, she has her beliefs, she sticks to her beliefs, and at the same time, she, you know, she is her own person, and she acts accordingly, which I think is important to express, but at the same time, it's about finding that balance. And I think that some people think that that balance is kind of askew. Another thing about the hijab that I actually saw in that post is that the reference to the hijab as a fashion statement didn't really, well, I mean, I didn't say anything about it either, but I remember thinking, oh, okay. It didn't really sit the best with some people, kind of like calling Judaism a lifestyle choice. If they were to leave it as like calling it a lifestyle choice as opposed to someone saying, no, it's still a religion. If they were to just straight up say Judaism is a lifestyle choice, like the same way that would probably bother some people. It's kind of like saying that's basically just a fashion statement can be bothersome to some people because it's not. It's more than that. But just some stuff I wanted to bring up. And I know I talked a lot there, so hopefully I don't have any outro comments. I'll have outro comments. I mean, hopefully I don't have as many as usual.
What do you ever call you slutting? Not my friends. It's a joke.
Continuity.
She's brave.
That was a different take than they used in the show. That not my friends. That was a different take than what they used in the episode.
If you weren't saving this old clarinet, this.
You mean the bass clarinet?
Flowy Zendaya top. Everything I have is red.
That is not a clarinet.
So good in red. Okay. You're doing that
And why does it
distracting
have
compliment thing, like you do when you don't want me to wear your suede jacket because you say it looks bad with my classic coloring. It is my gun. Yeah, right. Whoa, wait, what? This is a gun? Shotgun. Betsy, for my days shooting skeet with the Kurt High School Shooting Club.
Tinnitus.
Go River
I'm aware that it's pronounced tinnitus. Don't at me. Don't at me.
Kings.
Oh, God.
So I feel like with this, you need like a pencil skirt. It's not going to explode. Yeah, but my head might.
Tinnitus. My ears are ringing. And they just did a ringing sound on the show right after that.
You did it all through high school? When activity
They look
with
so good.
Supervision. What else are you keeping from me? Do you have a MAGA hat? Do you watch Hannity? And do you drive a monster truck? Because otherwise I don't understand why you have a gun. Okay, you're done. Hey. Thank you.
We're done.
So, what's wrong?
Should I be concerned that my girlfriend, who I live with, is now communicating via email?
That's not a great sign.
She wants to have lunch today. I never should have told her about that kiss or
Well.
the dream or any of it.
Hey, I think it's good that you told her. You live together. People who live together shouldn't have secrets.
You're probably right.
It's been quite the morning.
Sutton's like, oh my God, girl.
Good to see you, Milo. I'll see you Thursday.
Damn, Milo is, sorry.
Wow, I forgot how cute he is. I didn't.
You've only been gone.
Well, I think she meant something.
She's sick.
You enjoyed it, right? I don't want you to resent me.
Okay, so what are you saying exactly?
I think what would be best for us right now is for you to be free to be with other women.
Not unexpected.
What?
Well, there would be ground rules.
Wait. Unexpected.
Yes, I've thought a lot about this.
My chest.
So,
Stop. Suddenly I can't breathe, and I don't think that's a good thing. I can't identify this feeling that I'm feeling. It's not great. It's anxiety. That's what it is. I can't breathe because that wasn't a panic attack, was it? God, I hope not. Okay, alright, so listen, first of all, my cheeks are getting red. I really love how 1 second I was fine and the next second I couldn't breathe properly. So anyway, though, I expected a break, did not expect open relationship stuff. Wow, okay. Polyamory, here we go. I guess. I don't know, I guess we'll see.
What?
So her, Asia, and Sada as in Sada Ramirez. The way they say what, it's just, I don't know. They're just really good at whats.
What? 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 What?
What? That's such a weird thing to say, right? No, what isn't a weird thing to say? Me saying what I'm saying right now is a weird thing to say. And Sada is Callie from Grey's Anatomy. Just, their whats are beautiful. I think I don't know. I was prepared for a breakup, I guess. I've been prepared for a breakup since 205. So let's not even... I thought they were going to break up. When I heard that bad things were happening in 206, I thought they were going to break up. I had a friend who thought that Kat was going to cheat. It was somewhere in the middle there. Both-ish. All of them. I don't know. I feel like a wave of weird relief hit me right before I started to not breathe.
Safety is paramount. No sex with people you have emotional attachments with, so new friends would be best.
Huh.
What happens on open nights stays on open nights. We don't discuss it. And that's it.
Wow. Seems kind of crazy.
Real ass
I don't know, in some
polyamory.
strange way, I feel that this is important for us.
And it is. So. What was that face? Oh, Jane.
Fresh.
She looks so
What is
good.
Scarlet Magazine famous for? Half the country knows that our lawmakers are bought by the NRA and think that gun ownership is barbaric.
And they think that they're better than the other half of the country who are like me.
Guys, why don't we just...
Okay, are you really okay
Today
with the fact
I'm
that
a
our best
cat.
friend has a gun?
I mean, I don't love it. I think when you don't know much about something, you should explore it.
What is there to explore? She has a gun. It's so...
So what?
Jane?
What were you gonna say?
Adina thinks I should try sleeping with other women.
Say what now?
Please.
Sexually curious? Yeah. Why else would I do what I did and then replay it in my head 100 times? Do either of you guys ever wonder if you might be a little gay or bi?
I do. Sometimes.
I don't really, ever.
She wrote out a list of rules. It sounds crazy, but I
Sutton.
think I'm gonna do it.
I could tell that both of those answers were going to be what they were. Sutton
Sutton Brady.
and Jane's answer.
Yep, like Marcia.
Your gun is made to shoot people.
Actually, Betsy was made to hunt birds.
Oh, you hunt birds?
No. And by the way, what is the key ingredient in your favorite chicken salad? Oh, that's right. Murdered birds.
Oh, come on. This has nothing to do with my chicken salad.
No, but it is about people like you with really strong opinions ignoring the facts that they don't like. You know nothing about my gun and nothing about my shooting club.
You're right. Let's fix that. Tonight.
Oh, I like that. Regardless of what my...
What you did? Tendering. Why does every lesbian have a small dog?
Stop calling people out. What the hell? Stop. Anyway. Yeah, I feel attacked. I feel so personally attacked right now. Regardless of what my stance is on guns, which I may get into later, I think that listening is important. And that's why I was like, I like that. I am open-mindedness, common ground, reaching understandings, or at least reaching a point where you can agree on at least something. I think that's important, and so I like that it's happening.
I was in first grade when Columbine happened. I was 5 miles away. My kindergarten teacher's daughter was killed. I also never told you that the first thing I did when I got home was I threw away my favorite light-up sneakers because I thought they'd make it easier for the next shooter to find me. I was traumatized by the whole thing. Those boys who shot up the school, they used shotguns. Did you know that?
But it's not the shotgun's fault.
So guns don't kill people, people kill people.
Yes,
That is bullshit.
I don't think it is. And you can quote me on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like where this is
Why the
heading.
change of heart?
Because I'm tired of being made to feel guilty for something that me and my gun had nothing to do with.
I just don't like conflict. That's it. I like the conversation.
Which would you like?
I don't like
On
how
the left,
tense it's
a
getting.
30-second
Literally.
interactive ad. On the right, a regular.
Literally, I'm Kat, just sitting there in the corner like, I'm not even a part of this conversation. God, that was so much though. It's always a little bit different when someone is against something because of personal traumatization as opposed to being against something because they don't like the thought of it. Like, example, I knew this man who is very homophobic. It was a type of homophobia that is against other gay men and not really anything having to do with women. And when I say really homophobic, I mean like physically violent, running gay men out of town. And I'm like, obviously that's super problematic, and he had very problematic views, not just on that. Like, he would literally beat gay men up. So I tried to talk to him. Not tried to. I talked to him. We talked a lot. We would have hours upon hours of conversations about these. Oh my God, one time he said something so stupid. Oh, that's not nice to say that he said something stupid, but it was stupid. He said this, I'm gonna go back to the gay thing. He said, if you think about it, me being a bigot, I'm the minority here. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, so, this is literally what he said. He said, so, if white people make up 50% of the population and black people make up 50% of the population, and I was first of all, way to exclude everybody else. But then what I said was, they don't though. Black people make up 8 to 13% of the population. And he's like, oh, really? And it's not his fault for not knowing like population dispersion. It's fine. But literally just starting that sentence off, you're wrong. Because no other ethnicities or races exist besides black and white. Anyway, though, back to the conversation. Upon talking to him about these things and about how his homophobia is a problem, it came to light that the reason he was so homophobic was because he was molested as a child by a gay man or gay men. I don't know which one it was, and that changes things. And the reason I say that changes things is now in the conversation, I have to make sure that I do not minimize the trauma, that I don't make it seem as though the trauma that you experienced and that these traumatic events that you experience, that they don't mean anything, because that's not the case. Minimizing people's feelings, making them feel as though they don't have a right to their pain, or it really isn't all that bad, that kind of thing, that's not helpful at all. That's actually pretty harmful. So that's the I don't want to do that. I don't ever want to be in a situation where I make someone feel as though this trauma they went through wasn't all that bad. Like, no, you did. You got molested by really shitty people, and you have a right to that pain and that anger at that violation that you didn't deserve, and that's completely valid. And so therefore, from then on in the conversation, I had to make sure that I emphasized that, yeah, your trauma is valid, and what happened to you, you are valid. You are valid in that. Also, though, you don't take it out on gay men, because men who molested you or man who molested you because they're a shitty person and because they're a child molester, not because, you know, it's not like gay men by default are going to molest you and your children. That's not how it works. It's understanding that you can't misdirect your anger or misdirect your feelings at something that had nothing to do with the situation. Now you are physically assaulting and beating up gay men that had nothing to do with anything that happened to you as a child. Nothing at all. So that's what I mean when I say it gets a little bit different when it comes to trauma.
Driving around, it's a good little side hustle, you know, make some extra bank, I meet cool people.
Someone's flirting. Does that happen in real life?
Oh, God, I love this song. Me too.
Go ahead, bring it up.
She, like, reached into the glove box to get a pen, but it was, like, across me. And smell her hair products, you know, coconut, lemongrass. Nice.
So it was like a lesbian version of a boob graze.
Isn't that just a boob graze?
I would hit myself.
No, go again. Paul?
Why am I dodging the gun? It's not real. It's not like here, actually.
Paul?
No, Sutton, I hated it.
I just show you how good I am at this and how safe we are, and you say that you're my best friend and you still don't trust me. Why don't you write about that?
Now all of them have disagreed, right? We've seen Jane and Kat argue. We see Sutton and Jane argue.
Just work.
Kat, I know we're not supposed to talk about this, but I just... Relax. It's okay.
Alright. I love.
You're not really gonna move out, are you? I mean, how big a raise did you get?
She knew.
By the way, where's Ben right now? This sort of counselor?
He is out of town helping low-income mothers and being generally awesome.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, that's it? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Give me a second. Preparation is key. Preparation is key. I'll be fine. I'm gonna be great. I just would like some time to prepare. This is gonna be interesting, and you know why it's gonna be interesting. In 108, the end of the beginning, Kat kissed that dude, right? And I said something along the lines of, I'll probably pull up receipts.
You know what I should probably mention? I ship things, okay? I ship things. I really do. But also, it's not that I'm not an OTP shipper, because I am. It's like, oh my goodness, OTP. You know? But at the same time, I'm not one of those characters that usually gets super mad at someone doing something with someone else. You know? Unless it's like cheating or something. So, just putting that out there. Like, for example, Lost Girl. I was Valcubus and Docubus. And for a point there, I wasn't mad at Dyson.
As long as it's not weird cheating stuff, I don't really care. And that holds true. And it's not cheating because they discussed it, which I talked about in Winona Earp. Well, no spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen that awful, never mind. Hot tub. But at the same time, Kadena is my favorite ship, so I don't even know how I'm going to feel. I'll probably be fine. I don't know. I'll be fine. I'll be good. I hope.
Be gentle with me.
Oh.
I kind of like to be the gentle one. Okay.
I'm submissive. I like when you push me around a little, tell me what to do.
2 tops can work. A top and a bottom can work. But 2 bottoms, we're still working on that.
Okay, so I should just go to town cap. Okay.
A top and a bottom.
Which would you like? On the left, a 30-second interactive.
I waited too long. Oh no, I didn't. God. I'm okay. All right. And y'all know the. Never mind. God, why is everything so hot? Well, I know why, but
Look, I know that I'm never gonna completely understand it. You know what's crazy is shooting yesterday made me remember how much I love it.
That's it. Oh no. You okay? You've never really.
okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared. Okay.
Being told what to do, but that's relaxing for me. So,
I want you to put your arms back. Grab the headboard.
that's good.
Don't talk.
Okay. Discovery is important. But then, you know what's funny? Oh, wow. Okay, cool. If she comes back
Nice shot.
into bed with Adina, like Tina from the L Word, doing dirty talk, and it's like, well,
Yeah.
you obviously
But
picked
I
that up
also figured you might be
somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Confidence.
You're in control. I wonder if that's what you love so much about Betsy. I am the queen of wanting control. Do you need to lean on a gun to get it?
Wow, there's just
But this isn't about trust or your right to own a gun.
this whole episode and the conversation on gun control, or not just guns in general. It's not about gun control. God, I really like that it's happening. I really like that we have both sides, and then also Kat's not really a part of this. She's more of the nonchalant side, kind of the Switzerland-ish. I really like that this is happening this episode. Even if I don't know how much of it's gonna get included in my video, because the video's already gonna be long. The camera's been on for an hour and 17 minutes.
I know it's late, but I need to talk. Today, I know I'm not supposed to tell you, but just so you know, I want to tell you. But just to share. To feel closer to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you sure?
Screw the rules. I can handle it.
Okay, so I tried something new.
Well, that was the point.
Yeah, but I was dominant.
Oh.
I think I liked it. I mean, I'm not boring.
No.
I'm not boring, right?
No, you're incredible.
Wow, they're talking about it. Jesus Christ. What the hell?
Oliver?
Why does anyone ever sing it? Oliver, Oliver, never before has a boy wanted war.
I don't have the fall Balenciaga bag, and I'm not going to be able to get it before the Kate Upton shoot tomorrow.
Just done. Go. Mood from ecstatic to that in 0.3 seconds. God, honestly, Adina, y'all. Am I Adina?
And
I see
that would
roses.
actually help decorate it.
I was running some errands for Oliver and I had a little extra time. There's a place in Red Hook that turns guns into other things.
Betsy?
This is Betsy?
That's actually somebody else's gun,
Ugh.
but they are turning Betsy into earrings later this week. I love it. Thank you. And you were right.
Betsy.
I was holding on to something that I don't need anymore. Oh, I should have named my gun Stella.
Yes. When you're looking for it, you could have gone, hey, Stella! Stella!
Say it louder.
I don't get the Stella reference. Don't hurt me. I still don't get it. In case I forget, while it's on my mind right now, the actress who plays Layla has a interesting voice. And by that I mean I like listening to her talk. I know that I always say that she needs to leave, but the actress, I like her voice. Hopefully I can keep this short since I did so much gabbing in the episode. So, we talked about a few things this episode. Jane has her job back. Jacqueline is just being a normal boss as opposed to Mama Bear boss. But that's fine. It's all good. Was it just me or did like the Brooke character seem hurt? And by that I mean that she could tell that Sutton was using her and she didn't like it. Oh, I was about to say something that I knew was untrue. I was about to say almost as though she actually liked Sutton, like as a friend. But I mean, obviously not that much. We saw Pinstripe Guy this episode and we saw Jane and Pinstripe. They're good friends for now. We'll see what happens there. I don't really trust the writers of this show. I'm just kidding. It's television, you guys. They like to pull reckless storylines. So I guess we'll see what comes out of that. Kadena first, gun control second. Expected, unexpected. I knew that something was gonna have to end up happening regarding Kat and Kat's curiosity and awakening or whatever. I expected they were gonna break up. I didn't expect that their open relationship stuff. I always like when a show gives you something unexpected that you didn't even consider to be a possibility. And I mean in a good way, a good something. I like that, like Sense8, who Kala ended up with. I'm just gonna leave it at that for people who haven't seen the series finale. It wasn't even, I didn't even consider that. It wasn't even in my consideration. But then as soon as it happens, you're like, why didn't I consider that to even be an option? Like an open relationship, I didn't consider that really. I consider break or break up. I think it took a lot for, I mean, it would take a lot in general for someone to do that, especially someone. It takes a lot in general, I know, because again, I've been the Adina in this situation. If you're a monogamous person, if you want a monogamous relationship with someone, it can be painful to have to, or to feel as though you have to open your relationship. It can take a lot to do. Not everyone is able to do that if they are monogamous individuals like Adina or myself. I actually opened up our relationship. I talked about that last week, how the person I was with, you know, wanted that exploration that I never had a desire for or a need for. And so I ended up suggesting an open relationship and, you know, putting rules on it and everything. Oh, because rules are important. Guidelines for what you will and will not do and can and cannot do. Those guidelines are important. And those guidelines are the only thing separating an open relationship and polyamory from cheating. But I know it can take a lot out of a person, especially if it's not something that you wanted to do, but it's something that you feel as though you have to do. Or, you know, not even that. Maybe you just feel it's the best option. Adina, the character, thinks she can handle it. Sometimes we go into things thinking we can handle it, and then once we're in it, we realize that we bit off more than we can chew. So, I don't know, I hope it isn't something that is too much for her to chew. I'm sure, well actually I literally just, I turned the camera off and I was exporting my screen cap and I messaged my friend and I was like, have you watched 207 yet? And then she was like, nah, I'm good, thanks. And I'm like, hello. what? And I was like, what do you mean? You're not gonna watch it? She's like, probably not. And I said, LOL, why not? Did you see stuff on the internet about it? It won't hurt you. I say that as if I know, in parentheses. And then she said that she just really doesn't want any more Kadena mess. She wants the end of the season where everything is fixed. And I was like, LOL? Question mark, exclamation mark, BB? They've reached a temporary solution. They reached a solution that is temporary, I'm assuming. And then she's like, I read online and T is I don't like it and it's not fair or nice. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm still recording, bye. And so I'm sure like even that, and just generally speaking, I'm sure that not everyone is happy with this. It's kind of that balance thing as well. The fact that there seems to be such little representation for LGBTQ plus individuals, that every time something goes wrong in a relationship or in a portrayal, it has that much more weight because there's fewer of them. You don't have as many options to go to in substitution. It's just, so if you keep getting the same thing over and over again, it feels as though every single time you get invested in a ship or in a portrayal of an individual, that it doesn't end well or things happen that are not ideal. And it's like, why does this keep happening? And so I can definitely understand that. I know that, damn it, my pants. I've been trying to get my pants down for a minute. What is it with me and pants? Someone said to me, after 206, I just want a stable, I can't remember the second word she used, so I'm just gonna say stable. I just want a stable same-sex relationship. She might have said healthy. I just want a stable, healthy same-sex relationship. Is that too much to ask? She said. And so I'm sure that this isn't gonna like be super great for everyone. I'm the type of person, I've already said this, I can deal with it. So I'm sorry to those it does not sit well with. It doesn't bother me. Not to my knowledge, at least. I don't feel it bothering me. I don't like cheating storylines though. This is like a ridiculously big thing for Adina to do though. And, you know, part of it is for herself to not, you know, break up with Kat and not, well, that. But then also most of it is for Kat. And she's just supportive in it. And I don't know, I just think it's a really big thing. And then when Kat wanted to talk about it, she put her own feelings on the back burner to discuss it with Kat. Which is, again, a very big thing to do. And I'm beginning to relate more and more to Adina every episode.
20 minutes later.
I came back to read some stuff my friend said. She hasn't watched the episode, but she's seen the happening. She's read about it. She was like, let me tell you why this storyline makes me want to jump clean up. And this is just another viewpoint here. And I mean, I agree with some of the stuff she says, actually. My girl Adina has made sacrifices after sacrifice for Kat. She risked returning to New York for Kat, showing she might get deported and is deporting. I'm sure, knowing she might get deported and is deported. She gets her work visa and comes back again anyway to be with Kat. Is terrified because she might get deported if she doesn't find proper work in 3 months. Misses her mom's 60th birthday to be with Kat. I'm literally screaming right now. Kat, who is being missed. I'm so jealous right now. Let me bring up Coco. A week later is like you suggested an open relationship on my end. So let me tell you how I f***ed this girl. Like, bitch, what are you doing? Put some respect in her name. Hello. To which I kind of mashed my keyboard. It's like, oh my god. And then she's like, Adina puts Kat first always. Kat better step her shit up or I'm gonna be like, you don't deserve her, you snake. Look how isolated she's been. She doesn't want to hang out with her old friends or anything. She wants to work and be with Kat. If Adina was a citizen or her work visa was like a year or something, she had her own place, whatever, and she was stable and was like, oh babe, let's just have a mutual open relationship, I'd be like, go off. This though, this is she just sent me a meme of myself. Why does she do this? She takes screenshots from my YouTube video
videos and she sends them back to me with captions, and she just did it. This is up, especially given how Kat was acting about Adina even talking to Beautiful Women 2 episodes ago. She's doing my girl dirty, and I'm extremely disappointed. I agree with some of those things. Good luck figuring out which. Polyamory itself does not bother me though.
We hope you enjoyed this brief construction montage.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll see how this one ends. I really don't have much to say about the gun control because I don't want to get into a gun control. I don't want to get into a gun debate here. I don't want to do that. I have my own beliefs. I don't own any guns. The most I own for a gun is a BB gun that's over there, and I only had that for a few months. The only reason I bought it is because in case someone ever pulled up on me with like a handgun and I was able to maneuver it out of them, I'd like to know how to unload it and stuff. And so I got it so I could figure out basic gun safety, which even then I don't handle that BB gun safely. Don't ever emulate my tactics. I literally took the safety off, racked the gun. I knew there was nothing in it, but still, you're not supposed to do that in case there is. And then I'm just over here swinging it around. Like, that is an easy way to blow your head off. Don't ever, do not ever copy me. I don't own guns. We got into the root of Sutton's personal reasons for owning a gun, because there are many reasons for people owning guns, I guess. And we got a lot of backstory on both Jane, or more backstory on both Jane and Sutton this episode. I really enjoyed it, and this episode did touch on how complex the gun debate is. But let's be honest here, I highly doubt that anyone would actually, and by anyone I mean anyone who has the power to change things, I highly doubt that anyone would actually do anything. They're just gonna, I don't know, keep watching these mass shootings unfold and just do nothing because of rights that were established back when you had to single load your musket with the bar. Good luck creating laws now for technology that is going to have advanced tremendously in the next 100 years. It's antique, is what I'm saying. It's the right itself. Like in 100 years from now, if someone were to pull out a gun or a technology, a piece of the technology, and then look back at rules from today, those rules would probably not apply because of how quickly technology advances. We have assault rifles versus single load. It takes what, a few minutes just to get one thing loaded, pour in the gunpowder or whatever, you know. It just, if the founding fathers or whoever did this shit were alive today, would they still, I doubt they would they still apply those same laws and those same rights if they were dealing with AR-15s or assault rifles available to the general public? It's probably not. We're still clinging to that shit as though, okay. That's the main thing that bugs me about the whole assault rifle available to civilians aspect of it. But even in this episode, they brought up that assault rifles were not the guns, people. Guns. So yeah, it's a complicated debate. There's a difference between gun control and gun bans. When some people say gun control, they mean ban all guns. When other people say gun control, they mean ban some guns. So there's a lot to the debate, and this episode went to show us that. As you know, we have, I'm here, I'm a law-abiding citizen, I have my guns, I'm not hurting anybody with it. And then, you know, the other side of the argument. But I really liked that. I really liked what was there. When it comes to person discussion and argument, sometimes you have to let it rest
if you find that even if you are listening with open minds and open hearts and you are trying your best to understand the other person's side, sometimes you just can't. And that's why I'm like, I appreciate that at least there's an open-mindedness to this, and they're both at least making an effort to understand each other. So I like that that was there, and I guess I like the conclusion that they did come to. I feel as though it was well executed. It's really easy to try to touch on a subject and just miss the mark on it. I think personally that it was well executed. Like, I know Arrow had an episode about gun control, and I was just like, okay. There's only 3 more episodes left, you guys. I tried to get my friend to record 207 with me, but she's camera shy, so she said no. She's adorable, though. Anyway, though, I can't believe we're just gonna ignore it. Was that a panic attack for real? It's been a long time since I've had one, but you kind of know. I couldn't breathe. Never mind. So anyway, thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it. You can check out my channel, playlist, or description to see what other shows I watch, what else I do, subscribe. If any of those things interest you, shoot me an email if you'd like to own that or any of my drawings. Share this if you know anyone who may be interested in it. Hopefully, I don't know. I really didn't get into the gun thing because I don't want to do that today. It's a lot. I don't want to do that, and I don't know. I just don't want to. So I guess if I missed anything, it'll be in next week's intro comments. Hope you're having a wonderful existence, and I guess that brings me to bye. Whoops. Oh, I have music playing. Stop. God. That, not my friends, that was a different take than what they used in the episode. Are you kidding me? Ads. Okay. I thought I had been through this already. I thought I had watched all my ads. They hit me with the second set of ads. Great. Okay. I gotta find a marker. I was about to start cussing people out, but I'm not gonna do that. That's unnecessary. Few random oh, God. Discussing perhaps missed opportunities. I want to listen to that song. I want to listen to that song right now. Muty mute, bitch. Okay. I've seen previously, not just in... I was in the wrong key. It's like... I hope that's the right key. I'm gonna throw things. I hate that I'm always a half step off. Okay, fine. I have so many pictures of Asia on my desktop. Why? I don't even... Hello? I think it's just when I take screenshots, that's why. And I was drawing. That's probably what it is. Yeah, quite a few of those are from... Yeah, most of those are from when I wanted to draw. I need to get rid of them off my desktop, though, because that's kind of weird to see all these pictures of Asia on my desktop. Oh, up. This is not going well for me. I only have half the day off. Come on, get it together. I wonder if this celebrity crush will ever dissipate. So show me why you're strong. Ignore everybody else. You're alone now. We're alone now. Oh. That feels great. Yes! Hold on, let me unlock it. You're, no, everybody else, no, everybody else. No, don't know everybody else. No, everybody, buddy. I kicked my cat.